I think the girls with their nails done now. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done.
Butterflies born by thy
Your
wish,
team is banned.
guided by lantern's light.
Still waters run deep.
Your team is banning. Your
10
team is
years
banning.
of imprisonment.
I see lots of prey.
Your team is banning.
As fleeting as a
Your
snowflake's
team
breath,
is banning.
as timeless as a glacier's heart.
My mission is to protect lives.
Your team is picking.
The hunt begins.
Your team is picking.
I am the devourer of stars, the tide of the cosmic sea!
Hayabusa, Sanjo.
Your team is picking.
Even the strongest of currents failed to claim me.
Let's make the whole world green
Your team
and
is
lively.
picking.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their
I, Minotaur,
Your
will
team
finish
is
off
picking.
what was left undone.
Everything engulfed in flames.
I think the girls with their nails done now.
I am the priestess of primal lightning,
Your team
the
is
hunter of
picking.
all the evil gods.
Nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now.
Hana, Sanjo.
girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their
海の向こうにいるのは敵だ。
Your team is banning.
The hunt begins.
Your team is banning.
All shall succumb to my power.
Your team is banning.
Still waters run deep.
Your team is banning. Your team is banning.
Of imprisonment.
Even the strongest of currents
Your
fail to
team
slay
is
me.
banning.
Butterflies born by thy wish.
Your team is
guided
picking.
by lantern's light.
I see lots of prey.
Your team is picking.
As
My
fleeting
mission
as a
is to
snowflake's
protect
Your
breath.
lives.
team is
As
picking.
timeless as a glacier's heart.
Muscle of iron. Bones of steel.
It's time to go to the R&D show.
Your team
Bye.
is picking.
I think the girls with their nails done now.
Let's make the whole world
Your
green
team
and
is
lively.
banning.
Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.
For honor!
Your team is banning.
Nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.
I am vengeance
Your team is banning.
incarnate.
I will protect you.
Your team is banning.
하야부사 산조.
Your team is picking.
May the blood of thy enemies flow from
Your
my
team
spear.
is picking.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their
Let there be rock!
Biology is my craft.
Your
Diggy
team
is
is
my
picking.
name.
I think the girls with their nails done.
System ready. Alpha and Beta powered up.
Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! First blood!
girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Oh, we're already live? Derek?
Butterflies born by thy wish, guided.
So this is the quarterfinals, right? Hello? Am I audible?
Nails done. I like the girls with their nails done.
Welcome guys to the quarterfinals of MCCS Season 2, and tonight we would be spectating LN and SLFO pilots and Pandora's Box versus in the first match, and we are already in the drafting phase where we can see from the side of SLFO they have banned out Sushin and Ruby already, and if you look at Pandora's Box, they are going for the Chip and the Aurora. So we can already understand that they have did their homework, because we have seen the players of both sides playing these heroes very tremendously. So they are not gonna keep any doors open for the opponent tonight. And if we'll talk about Aurora and Chip, the way Chip actually uses his shortcut is very problematic for the opponent in the team fights, and the damage that comes out from Aurora is absolutely amazing, and that is very devastating as well for the opponent. So yeah, that was a wise decision coming out from Pandora's Box Bridges. And with that being said, we can see that Roger and Hayabusa were being banned from the side of SLFO and Pandora's Box respectively. And if we talk about Roger, he has a very good early game potential. Also, he can actually deal a lot of damage. He shot a lot of damage from the very early game to the late games, and with the mobility of his, he can actually move throughout the map very easily, and he could be a nightmare for any hero that is squishy, that is the marksman or even the mages. And if you look at Hayabusa in the whole tournament, we have seen him getting picked few times, and those few times were devastating for the opponents, because the Oogie Shadow and also the way he is able to participate in the team fights and also in securing the objectives is amazing. And with that being said, from the side of SLFO, they had the first pick and they went for Zaz. So in this match tonight, I guess we are gonna spectate something very, very obnoxious, I guess, from the side of the Zaz, because the amount of damage that dishes out from this mage is absolutely devastating. And we have seen in the whole tournament that Zaz proved to be a nightmarish hero for anyone. And on the side of Pandora's Box, they are going for the Lunox and also the Ben. So if we talk about Lunox pick, that can actually melt down any tanky hero, and that can actually provide a lot of potential in the team fights as well. And in the whole tournament, we haven't seen a Lunox fight. So I am very excited to watch this match. And if we talk about Ben already, we know that in the whole match, in the whole tournament, we have seen Ben getting picked quite often, and in all the matches he was able to push the turrets along with the team fights, and also he was very fast in jungling, because he has a very fast jungling capability, and along with that he can actually secure any object or any lord or any turtle very, very easily with his ultimate. He can also participate in the team fight, so that is something you should be scared of, and he would be going for the jungling. And if you look at the situation from the side of SLFO, they have picked Lolita and Julian as their jungler. So Lolita would be tanking and Julian would be there doing the jungling thing, and I guess they might go for a Hanabi pick as well. So from the side of Pandora's Box, we might see a Hanabi getting banned, and already we can see they are going for the Sissy. So yeah, Sissy is a very good player in the EXP lane. She has a lot of mobility, she can do the jumping things, and she can provide a lot of damage to the opponent. So yeah, that was an amazing ban, I would say. But if we look at Pandora's Box already, they have the Ben, they have Lunox, they have Hyla. So I guess they are probably actually focusing on the team fights, because Hylas can provide a lot of sustainability, and also with his regen capability, he is the man to stand in all the team fights, and actually it becomes impossible for the opponents to melt him down, to take him down in any team fight. And along with there is a Lunox and Ben. So yeah, we can already understand that in any team fight, they have that upper hand of damage, and as well as a very tanky tank. So the next ban is coming from the side of SLFO pilots, and they have banned Claude. Since there is no marksman pick yet from both the sides, they are actually going for the Claude ban. And from the side of Pandora's Box, that was the last ban, that is the Hanabi. So that's an absolutely amazing ban, I would say, because since there is a Lolita in the side of SLFO, so if they had picked Hanabi, that would be game over for Pandora's Box. So that's an absolutely wise decision, I would say. And from the side of SLFO pilots, there might be another marksman oriented ban, or it could be an EXP oriented ban, because there is no EXP player yet. So we have to wait for that, and I guess Azam should go for that that Yuzong, I would say, because according to their team lineup already, we can understand that they are actually going in for some damage dealers. And with that being said, the last ban also of Beatrix, that's a wise decision as well, because we haven't seen any marksman pick from the side of both sides. So yeah, and Beatrix can actually cover up a lot of distance and a lot of area damage. So yeah, that's a pretty wise decision. So let's see what Shaman actually picks from here. And in the casting deck, I am here with you, Karan, and with me is Zin, who would be joining us very soon. And I guess from the side of Pandora's box, they would be going for a marksman. And yes, they didn't even let me finish my sentence, and they actually picked onto Moskov. So in the previous matches of this tournament, we have seen tremendous Moskov gameplays, and especially the day before yesterday and also yesterday, we had seen Moskov being a devastating hero for the opponent. So yeah, that's an amazing game. That's an amazing lineup, I would say. And from the side of SLFO, we can see that they are hovering over onto that Phobius, and since there is a Hylas in the opponent, I guess Phobius would have an upper hand in the early game. In the late game, because yeah, with his ultimate and also with the damage he has, he would be locking onto any type of mobility hero. And let's see what actually Aizen picks onto, because there is a Moskov in the opponent. So you have to be very careful about picking, and we can see from their side they have went for the carry. So yeah, I would say carry is a very good decision in this case, because there is a Hylas in the opponent. So carry would be able to take him down very easily if she builds up 1 or 2 or items. And let's see from the side of Pandora's box which hero they actually pick to face off Phobius in their EXP lane, because we know the amount of damage that Phobius deals with. It's something you do not want to face, because your hero might have mobility, and then he would be locking onto him, and then in team fights also he would be providing tremendous amount of damage. So they should actually think for a hero that is quite tanky, and I guess Hylas would be going for EXP from their side. And since there was a Tigreal, so yeah, Hylas should be the one going in for the EXP lane. So I am actually very excited to see that EXP lanes fight. But if I look at the lineup already, they look very tanky, and there is a Tigreal as well. So there would be crowd control, there would be a lot of damage coming out from this team. And if you look at the opponent, they have carry. So yeah, that might not be a pretty position for Pandora's box, because carry might just melt down any tank in any moment, and in team fight she could be devastating and she could be a nightmare. So let's hope for the best for both the teams, since this is the quarterfinals. This is gonna be a best of 3, I believe, and we would be starting very soon. And till then, I'll be taking a very short break, and I'll be seeing you guys in the land of dawn.
All troops deployed.
That being said, I'm back again in the land of dawn. We can already see that both the sides are actually focusing onto their creeps, where we can already see that the junglers are getting helped by the teammates in both the teams. And I guess since there is a Tigreal in the team from the side of Pandora's box, they would want to disturb the junglers of opponent, and they are actually trying to do that, because already we can see that from the side of Tigreal there was an initiation on the mid lane, and he is actually rotating and rotating and actually guarding the buffs, I would say, because look at that Lolita and Zask as well. While in the top lane we can see that the EXP laners are just doing their things. They are farming, they are actually focused on farming only, and they do not want to engage in anything in this early stage of match. And already we can see that carry is farming a lot, and there is an initiation coming on Ben, and the first blood was secured by Julian already, and it is just 1 minute and 17 seconds. So that's an amazing gameplay coming out from this Julian, and I don't think there was anyone to follow up Ben over there, so he had to pay for that. And already we can see that Tigreal was forced to return back to his recall back to his base because he had dealt a lot of damage as well. But if we look at the current situation, SLF pilots are leading in a goal of 600 to 700, and that's not that much. But if the snowballing continues like this, there might be a problem for the side of Pandora's box, and we can see the turtle would be spawning in 5 seconds. So let's see if any type of fight actually breaks down in that area, because we can see in the top left there is a fight going on, and I guess Phobius will be taken down, and Phobius was taken down there. But look at the damage coming out from the side of SLF pilots. They are actually chasing on to Hylos, and Hylos was being taken down. Look at the damage they have dealt from Lunox also, and Lunox will be able to retrieve from the situation. So yeah, Tigreal was able to save one player at least, I would say, because he was able to distract the players of SLF pilots. Otherwise, they would have went for that Lunox as well. But look at that, Ben is there, and Ben was the one to steal the turtle from the side of SLF pilots, and now the team fight has broken down, and SLF pilots are going in for it, and Tigreal was being taken down there. Even though they had to lose Tigreal over there, but they were able to secure the turtles. So I would say that's a fair play. But if things actually go on like this, SLF pilot might have an upper hand, because look at the kill difference they have already, and look at that gold already. And things are actually looking quite normal till now, because that's not that big of a difference, I would say. But yeah, small things actually would make a bigger difference, and that's what actually this game is about. And we can already see a rotation coming towards that bottom lane, where there is Carry all alone. And if you look at that, there's Maskov, there is Tigreal, there is a Ben. So they all are actually waiting for an aggression coming out from someone, because no one was actually committing on anyone. And we can already see that Carry has dealt a lot of damage on Maskov already, and she might be taken down. And yes, Ben was the one to take her down. And there is a rotation coming in the bottom lane, where Maskov was dealing a lot of damage from that Carry, but he was finally taken down by Zask over there. I don't know why he did not retrieve from the situation, and because of that mistake, he was taken down. And look at the Zask, look at the damage coming out from the Zask. Zask does a lot of damage on the team field already, and Mobius was taken down by Ben over there. And there might be an initiation coming out from Moscow as well, but Moscow was not there. And look at the damage coming out from that Julian. Julian tried his best to melt down that Hylos in that fight, but Hylos being so tanky, he was able to retrieve from the situation. And look at the bottom lane fight, where we can see that Carry is alone. Very, very capable of melting down that Moscow. But look at the rotation coming out from Pandora's box. No one is there to follow up with Carry, but if there was anyone following up Carry, I guess Moscow will be down and Lunox will be down as well. But the turtle is there, so I guess they wouldn't be risking it for any player. And already Julian was able to secure the turtle with the help of Retribution, even though there was Lunox and even though Bane was present there. But things are looking very in a very equalized position because of the gold, and also the fight is just in 5 minutes. So there is no massive type of difference in the kills. So I would say this game is going very neck to neck, where we can see none of the players are actually giving up on anyone, where we can see that Zask is trying to deal a lot of damage. But look at that. We missed a fight in the mid lane, and Julian was taken down by Lunox over there, because he was outnumbered there. And Ben was there, I believe, with Lunox, and Phobius is trying his best to save that turret of mid lane. And if he is not able to defend that, I guess the turret will be taken down, and that would give Pandora's box an upper hand in map control, and that will not look good. And they would be leading in gold then. But if we look at the current situation, we can see there is an equalizer in kill difference. But even though Pandora's box were actually lagging behind in gold in the early start, but there is a slight amount of lead from their side, and even if it's small, there is a lead. And I guess there might be an initiation coming out from that Ben and that Tigreal on Phobius, and Phobius being so tanky, and because he is just able to sustain the damage coming out from that Ben, he was able to defend himself. But Ben taking a lot of damage had to retrieve from the situation, where we can see that Tigreal is being cornered, and I guess Tigreal would be able to retreat, but look at that Lunas coming out from the backlane, and she was able to take down Phobius over there, and because of the ultimate she has, she was able to retrieve from the situation as well. But if Tigreal does not retrieve from the situation, he would be taken down. But Hylas was taken down, and Lunox was taken down as well by Zast there, and things are actually very confusing because we cannot actually pretend what might be the situation in next minutes, because whenever one is getting killed, the opponent are not giving up and they are actually avenging it, and Moscow could not connect his ultimate, so that actually gave SLF pilots an upper hand in securing the turtle, and the rotation is going on in that mid lane towards that bottom lane where there is Moscow and there is Ben, I believe. And if we look at that, Pandora's box was already able to secure one turret, that is the turret in the mid lane. So yeah, they have a better map control at this point, and so they would be able to rotate easily than the players of SLF Pilot. And look at the damage coming out from the carry. Carry was able to secure the turtle. I guess she would be able to secure a kill if there is a follow-up from Lolita, but because of the Ben's ultimate, Lolita had to retreat as well as carry. So I guess there wouldn't be any type of team fight going on, because we can see Tigreal was returning back to his base. And if we look at the top lane, there might be a situation going on between Hylos and Julian, where Julian is trying to defend his turret on the top lane, and the rotation is actually moving towards that top lane. And I guess there might be an initiation coming out from the Julian to take that Hylos down. I don't know why he is not being followed up yet. Hylos used his ultimate, and Phobius is there. I guess Phobius might get taken down, but just because Hylos was tanky and Phobius was actually followed up by him. Phobius was trying to get him, but because of his tankiness, he was not taken down. He was able to retreat from the situation. And if we look at the mid lane already, we can see that from the side of SLF pilots, they are trying their best to get that turret of that mid lane, because if they get that turret, they would have an upper hand in turret securing, because they have secured one turret in the bottom lane already. So they would not want to lose the first game of first round of this match, because yeah, that actually breaks down the confidence of any player when you lose the first match. So yeah, they wouldn't be wanting that. And we could see that Moscow could not connect to any player. Moscow was a bit late. Moscow was able to connect, but he was a bit late to come there. And already a fight is going down in the bottom lane, and Carry was being taken down there by Hylos. And look at the damage Moscow is trying to deal with, but I don't think Lolita would be able to defend the turret, because there is no one to follow her up and there is no damage dealer. So she alone could not actually do that. And look at that, Julian is going crazy on Lunox and also on the players of Pandora's box, and he was able to take down one turret. Along with that, we can see that Phobius was able to take down Ben over there, and there might be a buff steal by Julian. Yes, he was able to secure that blue buff from the side of Pandora's box, and the Lord is there. So I guess they would be going in for the Lord, where Phobius might try to distract Hylas, but Hylas is still trying to get a chance to come back to this situation. But before even Moscow could come here, Julian was able to secure that Lord. So the first Lord is in their side, and they have already secured 4 of the turrets. So yeah, things are looking very, very in the side of SLF pilots for time being. And if you look at the current situation, Pandora's box is facing a bit of problem, because they have lost map control, a lot of map control actually. Because look at the top lane, without the inhibitor, two of the turrets from their side was taken down. And if you look at the mid lane as well, they have taken out that tier 3, and in the bottom lane they have secured that tier 3 as well. So they might have to face that minion pressure on them, and the Lord would be coming from the top lane, where we can see the players are actually rotating towards there, where there might be a chance of a team fight breaking out over there, because we can already see that they were trying to engage on Tigreal, which is not a very good decision, I would say, because he is a lot tanky. So whenever you try to lock onto him, you will just waste up all your skills, and he would be still standing there. And with that being said, we can see that Julian is trying to split push, and he is kind of successful in that because he was able to clear out the lane and the minion pressure there would be coming from the side of SLF for pilots and carriers there as well. So they would be losing the turret. So that leaves them with the inhibitors only. So yeah, let's see how things actually work for SLF for pilots, or is Pandora's box able to defend their base, or just or with a wipeout if they're able to actually come back to the whole round, because we are seeing that massive aggression is coming out from them as well, because in the whole tournament we have seen how Pandora's box actually played, because they are actually very well known for their aggressive gameplay, and I am hoping to see that very soon. And the Lord would be here in 70 seconds, so that there's a lot of time, and I guess they might try to engage on one of the players, and Hylos is the one. Hylos used his ultimate already, and I guess he would be able to retrieve from the situation because Moscow is there. Carry was being taken down by Lunox over there, and I guess Hylos would be able to retrieve from the very situation, corner situation. He was in very corner situation, but Moscow was taken down, and Aizen was taken down, and from this particular team fight, from the side of Pandora's box, they had to lose 2 players, and they took down 1 with them from the side of SLF Pilots. So this team fight clearly was won by SLF Pilots, and already we can see that massive aggression is coming out from the Zask and Julian. They are actually stealing the creeps from the side of Pandora's box as well. And even though Tigreal tried to dash and take down that Lolita, he would be able to actually do that with the help of Lunox, and we can already see that Hylos was able to retrieve from the situation using his ultimate. And if we look at Phobius, he is currently looking very helpless against that Hylos, because the mobility thing is not working for him. He is using his ultimate and he is able to retreat from any situation, and he is getting melted down by that Ben, the amazing ultimate Ben has. That is kind of something you wouldn't be able to escape once you are actually locked onto it. And if we look at the current situation, Carry is not looking nice, I would say, because look at that KDA, that is just 0-3-1. So if Carry does not build fast, and if she does not come back with a very fast very aggression, I don't think these things would look good for SLF pilots. And in the meanwhile, we missed 2 fights because of me, I would say, because I was talking about Carry over there, and we had to lose Phobius as well as another player, that is the Julian from the side of SLF for pilots. And if you look at the KDA of Moscow, he is in 0-2-3, and look at that Lunox, that is 5-2-3. So things are actually being carried by that mage from their side, and Hylos was once again taken down. And if we look at the KDA of Zask, it is 5-0-2. So as we have said earlier, that this whole tournament was actually carried by these mages, we were not lying at all, because look at all the statistics of all the mages in this whole tournament. They actually have played phenomenal, and because of the phenomenal gameplay, the teams were able to actually sustain, as well as they were able to take down the players and the opponents. And we can already see that there is a 1v1 trade going on, and they have lost the Julian once again, where on the other side they have lost Moscow. So things are quite nasty.
girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. I think the girls with their nails done now.
Extremely sorry guys, because I had to face some technical issues, so I was being disconnected, but in the meanwhile I did not forget to watch the match with you guys on YouTube, and I saw how actually SLF pilots went aggressive and how they actually won the match. So congratulations to them for winning the first round, and we are already in the second round of this whole match, and we are already in the drafting phase. From the side of SLF pilots, they have banned out Ocean, Roger, and Claude. With the same things, they are going in the banning phase, and from the side of Pandora's Box Witches, they have banned the Phobius and the Chief. So the Phobius ban was completely personal, I would say. From the previous match, they had this problem with Phobius, and we have seen how Phobius was actually dealing damage to the players. And the first pick was from the side of Pandora's Box. They went for the Hayabusa. So before even anyone was able to ban him out, this time they decided that they would be going in for that. And along with that, from the side of SLN for Pilot, we can see that they are hovering over that Aurora. I guess they would be locking onto that, and next is the time to pick for Aizen to pick a hero. So I guess he will be giving an opportunity to other of his teammates to pick first, because as we expected, and that's just Salad Need Burger. He picked on to Stacy, and we have seen him playing Stacy very well in the previous matches of this very tournament, and we can actually see how he actually played that. That was devastating, and the amount of damage that comes out from CC is huge. So yeah, that's a hero you should be actually maintaining distance with, because that thing can move onto you, that thing can jump onto you and then provide damage to you, and while you try to provide damage on it, it will just bounce back and it will jump away. So that's an annoying hero, I would say. And from the side of Pandora's Box Betrayals, they are actually hovering over Valentina. I guess they are trying to copy that ultimate from Aurora or maybe CC as well, because from the side of Pandora's Box, they have locked on the marksman already, which is gonna be Beatrix. So yeah, in the previous match, we had seen from the side of SLF Pilots, they had banned out this Beatrix. So I guess Pandora's Box don't want to lose this opportunity to lock onto this Hayabusa and Beatrix in this match. So yeah, they went for their comfort heroes, and this would be the last pick of this picking session from the side of SLF Pilots before the next banning phase starts. So let's see if Aizen picks anything at this point, or if he then helps his teammates again, because since the marksman is picked already, I guess he should go for it too. But he actually helped Diablo, and he was picking that Hylas once again. So yeah, no, once again, sorry, from the side of SLF Pilots, there was no Hylas. That was from the side of Pandora's Box Betrayers, and yeah, this time they would be securing that Hylas, and we can see from the side of Pandora's Box, they are actually banning out that Ben, because yeah, in the previous match, Ben was the one to actually sustain and provide damage for the side of Pandora's Box Virtues, so they wouldn't want to risk for the SLF Pilots to pick that this time, because we can see Hylas is being stolen away from them, so they don't want to keep that gates open. And if we look at that ban from SLF Pilots, they had banned out Xborg over there. So the amount of damage that Xborg causes, and also because of his immortality popping out, and also because of the shield he has, he is an annoying ass hero, I would say, because yeah, whenever there is any tank, he would be melting that down, and whenever there is any team fight with his ultimate, he would be able to push away the enemies as well, because of the damage that might cause. So yeah, that's an amazing decision, I would say, from the side of SLF Pilots, and they have banned Gatot Kacha as well in the tournament. And also, if you look at the current meta, Gatot Kacha actually is very tanky, and also with his ultimate, he is able to deal a lot of damage to the players as well, and he can be in any time fights in any moment, and he would be retreating with his ultimate as well. So that ultimate is very annoying, which helps in team fights, also in retreating. So you wouldn't want to face that in your opponent, and the last ban would be coming out from the side of Pandora's Box Virtus. So let's see which hero they ban onto, because I guess that would be a marksman, since there is no marksman ban yet from the marksman pick yet from the side of SLF Pilots, and they have went in for the carry. In the previous match, we had seen that carry was a devastating hero. He was able to melt down the turrets very easily, and he can actually melt down any tank as well. So they wouldn't want to face that carry once again, I believe. And from the side of SLF Pilots, they are hovering over the Benedetta, so I guess they will be locking onto that. But no, since there's a lot of options for SLFO at this point, they are actually just messing around and taking their time to select a hero according to their lineup. But if we look at the lineup already, there is damage dealer, there is a CC dealer, and there is Hylos. So Hylos would be going in for the EXP lane once again, I believe. So that would be a hero that would give you upper hand in the team fights. Also, there will be regeneration. So they went for the Fanny, and Fanny would be jungling this time. So yeah, this is the second time we would be able to watch Fanny playing in the tournament. So I am excited to watch the cabling. And from the side of Pandora's Box Witches, this will be their 2 picks in this time, and that will be their last chance to pick heroes. And they are hovering over Minsitar and Kufra. And if you ask me, Kufra is a very, very amazing tank, if you ask me, because the team they have in their opponent, that is, there is a CC, there is a Hylos, there is a Aurora. Kufra would be able to retrieve from the situations using his bouncing ability, and also there is a Minsitar. So Minsitar might be able to cancel out the skills of the opponent, and I guess that is the thing they're gonna pick. Yeah. So Minsitar would be going in for the EXP lane, and that would be the last pick coming out from the side of the SLFO pilots. And if not to remind, I am in the casting deck with you, Prerona, and with me is your favorite Z.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this match, honestly. And if we do look at the picks right now, Prerona, they look phenomenally well, honestly, because Pupinator is going to be playing that Hayabusa, and from the side of SLFO pilots, they have that Fanny as well as that Aurora, so they have a lot of good picks as well. The Hylos itself is going to be very effective if used properly, but there still needs to be other picks as well, and they are still lacking a goal laner, and that's what they're hovering about right now. So I believe from the side of SLFO pilots, they will end up securing that Leslie. And yeah, Leslie is honestly very good against Beatrix, so it's going to be a good fight. And one thing for sure that I can notice is that Fanny has a considerable number of counters in the opposition side, so it will depend a lot on how good Fanny can play. So that's gonna be something that we're very much looking forward to. So currently, if we do look at picks, I believe both the teams have fairly good picks, and it will all depend on how well they can utilize those picks. So I'm very excited to see that, honestly. So we will have to wait for a bit before we get into the match. And yeah, I think from the side of SLFO pilots, they have a very good number of picks, and from the side of Pandora's Box, they also have very good picks in the mix as well. But if we do have to compare, I think I'll put SLFO pilots a bit higher up when it comes to the draft, honestly.
Yeah, I think that as well. But if they win this round, they would be the clear winner of this match, because in the previous round as well, they played phenomenally well, and they were able to win the match. And we are already in the land of dawn, where we can see that Vroom Vroom is trying to clear out his lane. There is no crazy things going on, and Hylos is there to back Aurora up, but Kufra is there as well. So I don't think there would be any type of serious initiation on anyone, because the SLFO pilots wouldn't want to throw themselves onto the players of Pandora's Box already. But in the Luther Wanderer, we can see that Aurora is trying to secure that thing. And if we look at the EXP lane already, Minsitar is facing a lot of trouble facing CC, because the mobility she has and also the amount of damage she has is crazy. So yeah, I guess Minsitar might face a bit of problem. But look at that Hayabusa. Hayabusa is trying to do something, I guess, and he is just securing the creeps at this point. He is not going crazy. He is not going aggressive on anyone. But CC should actually look out for Hayabusa, because Hayabusa might just go from that back lane and initiate on her, and we can already see that CC is getting melted up, but the damage coming out from Hayabusa is still not enough to melt CC down, and we can already see that she is retreating. So yeah, even though there was an initiation coming out from Pandora's Box, there was no outcome of that. And in the top lane, we can see that Kufra is giving hard time to Fanny, whereas Fanny being so low, she is still trying to get the kill of Beatrix, and that's an amazing gameplay coming out from the Fanny, and he was able to secure the kill of Beatrix over there, but Hylos will be taken down by Pupinator over there, and then Shaman was taken down by that Leslie, and the amount of damage coming out from the Aurora is actually helping to helping Leslie to survive, and with a very very low HP, Leslie was able to survive from the situation where Valentina was taken down. Look at the HP of Leslie over there. That wasn't even 0 HP. I don't know how she actually was able to survive from the situation, but if you look at the map at this point, we can see that the turtle has arrived already, and there might be a fight coming out from the side of SLF pilots, because we can see that they are trying to corner out Fanny over there, and there might be a situation where actually she might get cornered, and Hylas was there, but CC is still trying to sustain over there, but the damage he has taken already is it's a lot, and I don't think she would be able to she won't be taken down, I guess. And yeah, with that amount of damage, with that amount of regeneration, he was able to sustain in the situation. Whereas from the side of Pandora's box, there was a player taken down, that is the Poopinator, so they have lost their jungler already, and there is the turtle. So I guess the turtle would be going to the SLF pilots, even though they had to lose one player over there. But since the jungler is there wouldn't be any problem of securing that thing. And already we can see the rotation is going towards that mid lane where there is Valentina, but Valentina understood the situation and she was able to retrieve from the situation scene.
Yep, and if we do look at the current situation, it's looking very good for SLF pilots. On the other hand, Pandora's box vendors, they're not letting go of this match at all. And look at that, Diablo is going to be taking a lot of damage, but he'll have to use his ultimate to get away from that situation. And now this is going to be Fanny once again trying to go in on Dynamite, but I think that Dynamite might be able to survive, but it's going to be Leslie with that ultimate, but Shaman will be able to help Dynamite out, and Dynamite will end up surviving with very low HP. And look at that, Poopinator is there, and he's going to be using the Oogie Shadow Kill to secure Aizen's kill. That was very good from their part as well. Look at that. Pandora's box vendors, they are trying to equalize the goal and everything. But on the other hand, SLFO pilots, they do have a clear advantage right now. They are leading with the goal, and they are kind of leading the kills as well. Like, they're leading by one entire kill. But from the side of Pandora's box vendors, they are not letting this game go that easily, and they are trying their best to deal as much damage as possible. But currently they'll have to go back for a bit and wait for the turtle, because that's one of the objectives that they all want to secure for the time being. And if you do look at the Fanny right now, Fanny is level 8 right now. Poopinator is just level 7. So from both their sides, I believe the junglers are outdoing themselves. Both the junglers are playing phenomenally well. And look at that, that was just a tease from the Fanny, and the tease was not successful. But this is Shaman who's going to be engaging on Aizen. Aizen might end up getting taken down, but Aizen is still trying to survive using that flicker, using everything he had in his disposal. He was able to survive, and it's going to be Shaman who's going to get away by the Fanny, and Fanny might end up taking Poopinator's kill as well, but it's going to be Dynamite who's going to get taken down by the Fanny, but Poopinator, at the other hand, is going to get taken out as well. That was a very good fight coming out from SLFO pilots, and with that fight, they are going to get a very easy turtle paradox.
Yeah, and we already saw how they were able to distract Valentina over there. Valentina was waiting for a steal, I guess, but she could not do much in that position, and we can already see that Minsitar was dealing a lot of damage. I don't know why he was still standing there, and Minsitar was being taken down, and Fanny is facing a lot of trouble at this point, because we can see how much damage CC is facing a lot of trouble at this point, and we could see how much damage she had received, but she was able to retreat from the situation using her mobility, and things are looking for quiet calm at this point, because there is no initiation coming out from any of the teams, and we can see that Hylos is trying to engage on the Kufra. Kufra, using his second skill, was able to return from the situation. Hylos had to use his ultimate, and we can already see that Shaman is retreating back to his base, I believe, but he did not for some reason, and I guess he mistapped on something, so that thing cancelled out, and he would be returning back to his base because he had dealt a lot of damage already. And if you look at the bottom lane already, we can see that CC is trying to cut lane, and she is successfully doing that well. Minsitar is just there waiting for CC to come back to the position she was holding to, and there comes Minsitar clearing out his lane. And if we look at the mid lane already, Aurora is trying to secure out the lane, clear out the lane, but Fanny was there to initiate something. Look at that Kufra. He was able to take down Leslie over there with the help of Beatrix. And if we look at the kill at this point, Pandora's box have secured 4 of the kills and SLF Pilots have 8. And they are still leading in gold as well as the killing. And that was a godlike secured by Fanny over there. Beatrix was being taken down. And with a passive Aurora has, she was able to retrieve from the situation. Look at that HP of Minsitar. He must go back to the base. Even though CC had a chance to take him down, she did not risk it. And in the top lane, you can see there is an initiation coming out on Fanny, and Fanny used her cabling so amazingly that she was able to retrieve from the situation with that very, very low HP. And from the side of SLF Pilots, they are actually rotating very well, if you ask me, Zin.
Yeah,
And
I do agree. And at the same time, if we do look at the side of Pandora's Box Ventus, they are doing their thing and they are going to go get the top lane tier 3. And they also have the bottom lane tier 3. So it's going to be Shaman who's trying to set something up on Diablo, but Diablo will be able to survive without an issue whatsoever. And that was a sniper redder shot coming out from Beatrix, but it was not able to hit anyone. And it's gonna be Diablo once again, but Shaman will have to retreat. Nobody kind of wants to deal with the Hylos and his second skill. So that's what we're seeing right now. And it is gonna be, oh my god, that was a very good hook coming out from that Minsatar, but it's gonna be, oh whoa. And for one tank, the opponents had to lose 3 players after Fanny took down another one. And with that being said, this seems like a very easy turtle for Fanny right now, but Pupinator is trying to split push and maybe try to get a backdoor down, but I don't think that's possible at the moment. And so that Fanny is trying to deal somewhat of a damage, but it's not possible for the time being. Pupinator is in a very good position, but with the Leslie's ultimate, he was detected, and that's going to be very, very problematic for him, honestly. But yeah, look at that. Pupinator is under a lot of pressure, but it's going to be Fanny that's going to get shut down in this moment because Shaman was there. Shaman was able to counter that Fanny to some extent. And look at that. CC does not care about the turret. CC doesn't care about anything. And CC is just here trying to deal as much damage as possible. CC will be end up getting a kill, and it's going to be Shaman who is in a very bad position. With that being said, 2 players from the side of the pilot has been taken out. And yeah, at the same time, in the top lane, this is Leslie and Aurora who are going to be chilling and being around the Lord in general. And it's going to be Fanny who's going to come out in a bit. And Fanny will be securing her purple buffs. And after it is done, I think Fanny might end up going for the Lord. Prerna, what do you think?
I think that as well. That's what she should do at this point, actually, because look at that Pandora's Box gameplay. They are trying to come back to this game, and we can already see that in the top lane they have made their ways clearer for them. And also, if we look at the overall situation, even though SLF pilots have secured 4 of the turrets, something is a bit off about that, if you ask me, because look at the damage coming out from Leslie. It is still not enough to take anyone down, and Hayabusa was taken down by Fanny over there. And the team fight looks already good for them because they have lost the jungler already, and there is the Lord. So I guess they would be going in for one more kill, and then they would be committing on the Lord. And we can already see that other players of SLF Pilot are actually going in for the kills. There is CC who is actually able to distract 3 of the players at a time, where we can see from the side of SLF Pilot they are completely committing on the Lord, and Fanny was the one to secure that, and Minsitar was being taken down in the procedure by CC. And there is a rotation going on in the bottom lane. There is Kufra who has dealt a lot of damage. He has to retreat from the situation, and then comes Leslie, but Kufra would be safe. Oh my god. Kufra was being saved by Beatrix over there. That is absolutely amazing gameplay and amazing synergy coming out from the side of Pandora's Box. But that won't be enough because Leslie would be the one destroying the tier 2 turret of the top lane. Meanwhile, the Lord will be coming down from that bottom lane. So yeah, with the help of this Lord, I guess they would be able to secure that mid lane tier 2 as well, because we can already see an aggression towards that mid lane tier 2. They are clearing out the lanes. They are locking onto that place, and already Fanny is there to distract them from that turret. So yeah, I guess they should go in for that turret already, but there is a fight still going on in the inhibitor side. Kubra was being taken down, and Hylos was taken down by Valentina over there. Minsitar had to lose himself to CC, and we can already see that the inhibitor is getting melted by the Lord, even though they are trying their best to defend the Lord. Lord was the one to actually secure that inhibitor for them. So along with that, they had lost 3 of their players in that team fight. And if we look at the players of SLFO Pilots, they are still they are still 4 men there, and they have that many pressure. So yeah, if they go for it, they would be able to log the base, I believe. And Aurora has destroyed that inhibitor of the mid lane as well. So yeah, if they clear out the lanes, they have this possibility of ending this match anytime. But look at that CC. She is facing 1v4 all by herself. So that's an amazing gameplay, I would say, but that's a bit risky, but amazing gameplay coming out from her, Z.
Yep. And if you look at the side of SLFO Pilots, their Aurora is playing phenomenally well. And from the side of Pandora's Box Ventus, the Valentina was trying her best, but I don't think that was possible because of the situations and everything. But look at that, Aizen is going to get bursted out by that Hayabusa, but CC will be able to distract that Hayabusa away from Aizen. And look at that, it's going to be Diablo who's going to get pinned to the wall, and Diablo is taking a lot of damage, but I think he will be able to survive using his ultimate right now. And yeah, look at that. Everyone from the side of SLFO Pilots, they are playing relatively safe. They're not doing anything crazy, and they are, I believe, waiting for the Lord at the moment. And with the Lord, I think it will be very easier for them to win this match. And look at that, CC dealing so much damage, but CC will have to retreat, and it's going to be Minsitar who's going to try and take down CC, but it's not a possibility at the moment. So that was a very good gameplay from that CC, and that's how you're supposed to play CC, honestly, if you ask me. Like, all the mobility heroes from CC, as well as their continuous damage with that first kill, all of them are essential in harassing the enemy, and that was exactly what we saw during that altercation. And in the mid lane, you can see that Fanny has already got into the, oh my god, CC got a bit too overconfident, if you ask me. Like, I understand that CC has a lot of potential to survive, but that was just a bit too much. Going 1v4 even against a Minsitar, that was not the best possible decision. And I think it's time for SLFO Pilots to retreat and regroup right now, because without that CC, there will be 1 man less, and that's not the best possible scenario, if you ask me. So I think they should retreat for now. And look at that, it's going to be Aizen with that ultimate on Shaman. But Shaman will not take any damage whatsoever because he is a tank. So that's something that we expect from a tank. But oh my god, Shaman is getting bursted down right now. And it's going to be Fanny going in. Shaman will get taken out. Fanny will lose a lot of HP, but that will not be enough to take that Fanny down. And the Lord is coming along with CC. And I think Fanny will be joining the Lord as well. So this might just be game over for Pandora's Box Ventus. But at the same time, if you do look at the mid lane, Fanny does not have her buff on her right now, but she will be getting that buff from the Hayabusa. So yeah, currently it's looking very good for Team SLFO, but at the same time, Pandora's Box Ventus, they're trying their best. And look at that, Poopinator is gonna go in, get a kill on Aizen, and it's time for them to retreat. And I think SLFO, it's better if they retreat right now, because if they get wiped out, the game will be over for them right here, right now. So they're not taking the risk right now, and they are retreating for the moment. And that was a good defense of that was a very good defense coming out from the side of Pandora's Box Ventus, but it's gonna be Hylos that's gonna get, sorry, not Hylos, it's gonna be CC that's gonna get taken down. And even with the immortality, CC was there able to survive. So look at that, Fanny is just teasing the opponents right now, and even the opponents, they're getting teased to some extent. But yeah, I believe that SLFO Pilots, they need to rethink their strategy. They're going a bit too aggressive, and they're getting heavily punished due to that, Perna.
Yeah, I think that as well. But we have seen this type of teasing coming out from SLFO Pilots in the previous match as well, where they were, things looked actually against them for a bit, but they were able to sustain in the situation, and they actually came back to the round in a like 10 seconds. 10 seconds of difference. So yeah, we actually cannot predict anything about them. And if you look at the current situation, Pandora's box have that one inhibitor left, which is in a very very low HP. It just needs one knock over from any player or a minion, and that will be down. But if you look at the overall situation, no one is going aggressive on anyone. No one is trying to commit on anyone. Hayabusa is trying to set up a situation for someone, I believe. But then comes the Fanny who took down the turret. She got impatient, I think, like me, because she was just there waiting for the minions. But then she looked that she saw that turret is in a very low HP, so why wait for it? She dived in and she took it down. But look at the situation Hylos is facing at this point. No one is there to back him up. But with that ultimate, he was able to retreat from the situation where Beatrix was taken down and Hylos was being taken down by Hayabusa over there. And already we can see there is an initiation coming out on that Aurora, but Aurora was the one to help Fanny out there. CC had taken down Minsitar, and even though we can see Aurora and Leslie have faced a lot of damage already, they are not retreating, and that might cause problems with them. But just because she had that immortality that helped her, and I guess they would be going in for the base. They have that minion pressure, and that's the game end, I believe, because look at the damage coming out from all the players. Even though they are in a very low HP, they are still not retreating, but things are looking very icky at this point, and we cannot predict anything yet, because look at that damage coming out from Pandora's box as well. Shaman was there taking down Lazy, where they could have easily taken the base down. They weren't able to do much because they had not left with much HP, so they have to wait more for taking down that base where the Lord is there. I believe they would be going in for the Lord. Ugishagar was used by Hayabusa over there, but it would not be possible for him to take down any of the heroes, I believe, because both of the heroes are very tanky and sustainable. And then comes that Sisi. She was able to jump back from the situation where she is being cornered at this point, and Sisi was taken down by Mizita. Hylos used his ultimate, but there is no one to back him up, so he should be retreating from there, and he did escape that situation. But look at that Aurora. She is still there trying to set up a situation around that Lord. But Fanny was the one to steal Hayabusa, who tried to steal Hayabusa's blue buff, but Hayabusa just went in there in right time, and he would be the one to secure it. And already we can see that there is an initiation coming out from the Shaman on that Hylos, and Hylos had to retreat from that place, and Shaman is getting bursted out, but he will be able to retreat from the situation, whereas Lazy was the one being taken down by Hayabusa over there. So things are looking very cornered for SLFO pilots in team fights at this point. But if you look at the minion pressure and if you look at the overall situation, Pandora's box have an opportunity there, and we can see that Fanny is trying to get into the base, and already there is a lot of damage being dealt on by Valentina. But look at that, Hayabusa was the one to secure that Lord, and Fanny might face a bit of problem. Fanny was being cornered and she was not able to connect her cable, so she was being taken down by Beatrix. So at this point, things are not looking good for SLFO pilots, if you ask me, Zin.
Yep, I do agree with you, and that Lord was very important because that is the enhanced Celestial Lord of the 18 minutes, and that did go in favor of Pandora's Box Ventus. So currently, SLFO pilots, they'll have to struggle a bit, honestly, if you ask me, because they did end up losing their Fanny, and they are in a bad situation right now because the Lord is going to be marching from the mid lane, but at the same time, Aizen does have a lot of problems in his positioning at the moment because Shaman is not giving him time to think, and that is one of the problems that they're facing right now. And it's going to be another team fight breaking out in the mid lane, but this time it's going to be Diablo who's going to be taking a lot of damage. But at the same time, oh my god, look at the damage coming out from the Valentina. So that was phenomenal, and look at that mega kill coming out from Vodka, and Shaman will be securing Diablo's kill. Dynamite will be securing I Need Burger's kill, and it's gonna be bad for them. Honestly, it doesn't look too good for SLFO pilots at the moment. Fanny doesn't have a buff, and it's gonna be very problematic. And look at that, Aurora almost getting bursted out, but she will be able to survive, but barely. And I think it's going to be game over. Vroom Vroom securing Aizen's kill, and it is game over, and the game goes in favor of Pandora's Box Ventus.
So yeah, we are moving to that round 3 as we expected. So that was an amazing gameplay coming out from the Pandora's box. So next round would be the deciding one. So before that, we would be taking a very short break, and stay tuned. Be right back.
girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. like the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
So welcome back, guys, to the third round of the first match tonight, and this is going to be held between Pandora's Box Witchers, and we have already seen how both the teams have played in the previous two matches, and one match was won by the SLF Pilots, and Pandora's Box Witchers won. So yeah, this is going to be the deciding match for both the teams. So I guess there would be a tough competition between the teams, and we are already in the drafting phase. And I am here with you in the casting deck, Corona, and with me there is Z.
Hello. And this is going to be the third match of the night, and the first two were very electrifying. We're expecting this to be the same. And with that being said, look at that from the side of SLF Pilots, they have got one of their most comfort picks, that is the Hayabusa, and on the other hand, from Pandora's Box versus Pupinator is playing his favorite jungler, and that is going to be Bane. So overall, they're going back to the basics, and we're just seeing some very good picks in general. And from the side of Virtus, they did end up securing the Terizla as well. And now is the time for SLF Pilots to give their last ban. And I'm very curious to see what it's going to be. But I'm predicting it to be Gold Laner, honestly, because that is one of the roles that Virtus is missing right now, and it might be a roamer as well. So two options, they can always go for either, but I believe that banning out a Gold Laner would be better, but they are going to be banning out that Kufra. So from the side of Pandora's Box Virtus right now, they have their last ban, and I'm expecting this to be an XP laner or even a gold laner, honestly, because they do not have a gold or XP laner from the side of SLF Pilots. So those two seem like the most viable options in my opinion, but they might end up banning a roamer as well, because we don't know for sure if that Edith is going to be playing in the lanes or the roam lane. So yeah, they are going to ban out that CC, so they are expecting the Edith to be playing they're expecting the edit to be playing in the room. So overall, it's a very good banning session from both the sides, and this is going to be SLF Pilots with another pick, and I believe that they are going to be picking out either that Ixia or maybe even a Melissa. Even a Melissa would be very good in this situation, because Terizla would have a hard
Your
time,
team
and
is
yup, they
picking.
are gonna go with that Lolita. So we might end up seeing a Hanabi getting picked in the last pick from the side of SLFO Pilots, but from the side of Virtus, they do require a roamer and a goal laner at this point. Maybe they will go with a fighter. Maybe they might go with a three fighter strategy, two fighters in two of the lanes, and a fighter in might be a possibility. But we cannot say anything for sure unless they have picked it. So from the side of Pandora's Box Virtus right now, they are hovering about. But we are very unsure about what they're going to be picking. But if my experience tells me right, they might end up going with
Three
a
fighter
three
rule,
fighter
as you
combo.
say.
Oh my god,
Time and
that was
time wait for
very
no man.
like yeah, that's not gonna happen honestly
Wipe out
because
all
they
the
are gonna
injustice in
go
the
with that
world.
Cho, but I believe that Cho is gonna be for the roam lane, and on the other hand, it's gonna be Beatrix that's gonna get picked on the side of Pandora's Box Virtus. And last match we have seen Dynamite play that Beatrix so well, and we are expecting them to do the same right now. But Aizen is hovering over the Sicilian, and Sicilian might get picked
Girls
for
with
the
their
goal
nails
lane.
done.
That is not a bad decision in my opinion, but because they have a Lolita, I believe that Edit is going to go in the XP lane. So they
Only
have a
love
very good
and
lineup
light
if you ask
are
me, Parallel.
everlasting.
Yeah, I think that as well, but I don't know why they did not pick that Hanabi, even though there was an opening for them and there was a Lolita in their team. So I guess they have a better strategy than this, and we might see Sicilian getting used in the goal lane because in the previous matches of this tournament, we had seen this scenario where Sicilian was in the goal lane, where the other fighters were in the other places. So yeah, they did not go for the three fighter strategy, but they went for the two. The other opponent went for the two mage strategy. So yeah, I am very excited to see this match, and I know you all are as well because this is gonna be the deciding match. So let's hope for the best for both the teams. And if we talk about the strategies and if we talk about the statistics of both the teams, in the first match it was SLF Pilots, and in the second match Pandora's Box gave an epic comeback. And even though SLF were
5
actually
seconds
leading
till the enemy
from the very
reaches the
beginning, but
battlefield. Smash
somehow
them.
from the mid to late game they lost
Ultra
that potential,
support.
and they had to give up they have to give up the match to Pandora's Box Witchers. And we can already see that we are in the land of dawn where the junglers are actually focusing on securing their creeps, and Lolita is there to disturb a bit from the side of SLF Pilots. And there might be a situation going on between her and Shaman when we can already see that there is a rotation coming on from the side of SLF Pilots towards that mid lane where Shaman was actually cornered out and he had to retrieve from this situation. And in the top lane, we can see there is Edith versus Teresa. So I am kind of excited to watch that specific fight because it's gonna be an EXP laner who is a marksman and Teresa who is a very sustainable hero. But while in the meanwhile, we can see the Shaman is retreating with a very very low HP, and that was very good save from the side of this Aurora because look at that HP of Cho over there. That is not even a HP. So that is very lucky for him. Things got lucky for him, and we can already see that in the top lane. Teresa is giving a hard time to that Edith, I believe, and Edith had to deal with a lot of damage as well. But being so tanky, she is still sustaining there, and the rotation is going on in the bottom lane, where we can see that Lolita is getting bursted out by Cho, and the first kill was secured by Cho over there. And there is a fight going on in the mid lane where Hayabusa is rotating towards Aurora, but Aurora understood the situation and she was able to retrieve from there, and Hayabusa did not chase him. And already we can see that Terizla and Edith were having a fight of their own, where the whole team from both the sides were rotating towards them, and then comes the Aurora to back him up. But look at that, Ben is there in the back lane and Hayabusa is there as well. So I don't think Hayabusa would be engaging in fight, and he would be focusing on the turtle more because the turtle is more important than this, and he might just go in for that Aurora because Aurora is alone there, and Ugisharu was being used, but Aurora was able to retrieve from the situation because the damage coming out from that Ugi Shadow is not enough to take her down yet. And there is the Teresa to disturb the players of SLFO pilots and to distract them away. And he is successful to do that. And already we can see that Ben was the one to secure the first turtle of this match. And there is a fight going on in the top lane where Aurora used her ultimate, but no one was actually connected to that. But Valentina was there as well. So Things are looking quite confusing because the first ultimate was from Valentina, I believe, and then the second was from Aurora, I believe. And we can already see that things are going in a very passive situation once more. And Cecilian is getting cornered by Cho, but look at the damage coming out from that Cecilian. He is able to burst down Shaman, and without retreating, he is able to deal a lot of damage, ton of damage. And already we can see that Hayabusa used her ultimate, and if there is a initiation coming out from Cecilian, there might be a kill. But instead, Hayabusa was taken down by Beatrix over there. I don't know what Cecilian was doing there. If he had used his second skill or first skill, I guess the scenario would be different. But I guess he was on a cooldown, and in the bottom lane there is still a 1v1 situation going on, and in the mid lane as well. So we can see a rotation from Lolita over there. I guess Beatrice would be able to retrieve from the situation. So things are going very passive, if you ask me, Zine. But if you look at the current situation of the goal, Pandora's box are leading with a decent, with almost 1.2k gold. So already this snowballing is looking in favor of them, if you ask me, Zine.
Yep, I do agree with you, but at the same time, we did see that SLFO pilots they are very good, honestly, and we cannot judge the entire game for sure right now because it is they do have a Sicilian in that game, and Sicilian is not that effective in the earlier games. But in the late to mid late game, Sicilian is super effective. But one thing we have to take into consideration is that the mid lane tier 3 needs one final deadly catch from Bane, and it will go down. And it's gonna be Shaman that's gonna try and engage on the Valentina, but he will get punished, honestly. And sorry, that's not yeah. The Valentina is gonna be punishing the Cho, and Cho ends up losing his life. So that's gonna be a bit problematic for Pandora's Box Ventus right now. But Pupinator is gonna secure Hayabusa's buff, so Hayabusa will be in a bit of trouble in the moment. And that being said, the turtle has already been taken from the side of Ventus, and they are leading with approximately 2,000 gold. So overall, if you consider the situation, this is not looking too good for SLFO pilots, but they're not out of the game yet, I believe. So overall, this is a very decent match that we're seeing right now, and this might be a bit problematic. But Shaman was able to scout out Sir Vivius's location, and he was able to get out of the situation as well. But look at that, Aizen is dealing quite a lot of damage to everyone, and it's just 5 minutes into the game, Prera. So if this continues like this, there is a high possibility that that it will be very tough for Pandora's Box Ventus to sustain in the late games because of that one Sicilian. But wow, look at that. Pupinator is going to be securing Hayabusa's kill, and Hayabusa is playing a bit lackluster, if you ask me, because he is currently rolling with a 0.20 KDA. That is not that impressive. But on the other hand, Pupinator has a 101 KDA, and it is very good for the first 6 minutes of the game because the kill ratio is just 3-1. And here, edit. Oh, we're gonna go for a short pause, and we'll be right back in a bit.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
This one really.
Hello, everyone, and we're back here once again with the match between Pandora's Box Ventus and SLFO Pilots. This is gonna be this is the third match of the best of three series. So currently, it's not looking too good for SLFO Pilots in the moment because Pupinator is just going insane and is taking all the buffs that he can from the side of SLFO Pilots. And Pandora's Box Ventus, on the other hand, they are leading with the gold and they are leading with turrets as well. So current situation is not that good for SLFO Pilots, but there is a chance that they might win this fight. And Sir Vivius is gonna secure Dynamite skill, and Shaman is in a very bad position right now, and Shaman will get taken out by I Am Fatka as well. So in the mid lane, it's gonna be Teresla that's gonna be defending the turret, but at the same time, in the top lane, we can see that the Edit is just doing his thing, and the turtle will be spawning in about now. And yeah, it's going to be SLFO Pilots who are going to have the first shot at the turtle, and the turtle is losing HP fairly quickly, but I think Pupinator is trying to get a sneaky turtle still down, but I think he'll not be going for it because giving away his kill is not worth it for the turtle, and it's gonna be a 3v1 situation where Pupinator will end up securing one of the kills from the side of SLFO Pilots, and that was very phenomenal from his part. Like, he knew that he was gonna go down, so either way, he decided to secure. He decided to make sure that Sir Vivius goes with him. So that was a very good play on his part, and it's gonna be Dynamax is gonna get targeted by both Aizen and that Hayabusa, and he's gonna be taken down as well. SLFO Pilots finally regaining their position in the match, and yeah, currently the gold difference has been neutralized to some extent. The gold difference is just 700-800 gold, so it's looking good for both teams, honestly. But yeah, Shaman is gonna get bursted out, and it's gonna be Saladin Burger who's gonna be chasing him down. But you cannot just fight against the mobility of a Cho because he has all of that dashes, all of the blinks, and so it's just very hard to fight against Cho, especially chase him. So in the bottom lane, we can see that it's Edit and Sicilian at the same time who are trying to pressure down for the turret, but I don't think that's a possibility right now. And in the top lane is going to be Hayabusa, who's going to be farming and doing his thing. And for the first time, Pupinator is retreating a bit back, and he's not in the enemy line. So that is looking good for SLFO Pilots right now. And look at that, Pupinator is already level 12, where Hayabusa is just level 11. He barely turned level 11. So it's good for Pupinator. He is farming relatively fast. So overall, if you do look at the situation, the goal lead has been neutralized to some extent. It's just a 600-700 gold difference going in favor of Pandora's Box Ventus right now. But there is a high possibility that SLFO will be able to shut that down as well. But yeah, that was a fight, but Joe was not able to set it up, so this fight will have to stop before it even began. The Lord will be spawning in about 5 seconds, and with that being said, Ventus did end up securing another turret in the bottom lane, fair enough.
Yeah, so if you look at the whole situation at this point, Pandora's Box is feeling it's being cornered a bit by the players of the SLFO Pilots, and the fight is going on in the mid lane, and I guess he would be retreating from the situation, but two players from the side of Pandora's Box were taken down, unfortunately, and we can see that the damage coming out from the Sicilian is immense, and he was able to take down that bench, but Lolita was taken down, Vroom was taken down, but look at the current situation. 4 players are down from the side of Pandora's Box, so it is going to be an easy Lord for them because it is Sicilian is there, and also Hayabusa is there along with the mage. So yeah, things are looking very good for them at this point, and the way they were actually starting to lose their whole team, lose their whole situation from their hand. That is, they were losing their control. But then comes the situation where they are able to come back to this game. So yeah, that's an gameplay we actually expect from both the teams. But if you look at the goal, it was Pandora's Box who were leading till now. But look at the situation at this point. The SLFO Pilots are the one who is leading now, and they are leading in the kill as well. And even though they were able to secure kills from this situation, and even though they have a goal lead now, they did not secure any turret. So this is gonna be a problem for them. They just secured one turret in the bottom lane, and this is gonna be a problem for them because the Lord would be there, but the players from the side of Pandora's Box would be there as well to defend it. So yeah, I don't think they would be able to use that Lord that much, and Ben has already used his ultimate, but that did not connect much, and we can already see that there is a possibility of SLFO Pilot actually taking down that mid lane tier 3, because look at the damage coming out from the Sicilian now. Look how he is actually farming. So there would be a minion pressure, and from the side of the pilot, they would be able to take the turret down. And in the top lane, the Lord was there, but the Lord was defended by the side of Pandora's box, and they are actually going on in a team fight at this point. And we can already see that Lolita used her ultimate, Ben used his ultimate as well, and there is the Valentina who copied the ultimate of Ben, and Terizla was being taken down in the meanwhile. And already we can see that Cecilian is trying his best to deal damage on the players of Pandora's box, but he had received a lot of damage as well, so he had to retreat. And already we can see that from the side of Pilot, they are going very aggressive at this point. And look at that man, he is actually going to farm on the top lane, and he is defending the turret. And there is this possibility him getting cornered, but I don't know why Hayabusa and Lolita did not go for him, because I guess they would be chasing in for the blue buff instead, and they don't want to give it to the Ben. And Hayabusa would be stealing that in no time. Cecilian would be stealing that in no time. And already the rotation is going on, and the rotation is pressurizing the players of Pandora's box in the mid lane. And if we currently look at the situation, things are looking better for Silver Palace than it was looking before. And already we can see that Ben is trying to do something in the bottom lane. So I don't know what it's gonna be, because the Lord would be there in 30 seconds. So if he starts rotating, he would take time to come to that place, and before that a fight might break out, because we can already see that Cho was trying to initiate on the players of SLF Pilots, but since there was no one to follow him up, he did not engage much, and he had to rotate towards the top lane, where there is Edit alone standing there, and who was trying to clear out the lanes. But look at that mid lane. There is no one to defend that mid lane, so there is a minion, I believe, but the Lord is there. So let's see if SLF Pilot are able to take this Lord as well, because if they take this Lord, this is gonna be match over for Pandora's box, I believe. See.
Yep, there is a high possibility for that. And if we do look at the situation right now, I feel like Pilots, they're doing their thing, but Shaman is just going to go in without any form of support, and that is not going to work out in his favor. And Dynamite is going to get killed by that Edit, and Edit is going to secure another kill as well. That's going to be Bane getting taken out, and SLFO Pilots have the upper hand when it comes to the Lord right now. Room is there, just, in his position, waiting for the perfect time to strike, but yeah, he has already found his time, and he will be securing the kill of Hayabusa, but Valentina was able to secure the Lord in the process. So it's going to be Aizen who's going to be the main damage dealer for the team SLFO right now. And as I said before, Parallel, like the late game is going to be when SLFO Pilots shines the brightest, because they have that Sicilian, and Sicilian in the late game is just a menace, and nobody can deal with him, honestly. Like his range, his damage, and his sustain as well, everything is top notch in the late game. But the Pandora's box vendors, they're still trying to defend, but yeah, it's gonna be hard for them, but they will end up losing one inhibitor, but all of their other turrets will be intact to some extent, and it's gonna be Shaman who's gonna try and get a kill down for his team, but that's not a possibility right now. Demon and Blast coming out, and Vroom is gonna get taken out, but with the passive, he was able to survive for some time now, and yep, he was able to retreat completely. That was a very good gameplay from the side of Pandora's box Ventus, but at the same time, SLFO Pilots are outdoing themselves. They currently have 15 kills in their bank, and they are leading by approximately 4,000 gold. So they are playing pretty good, honestly. So overall, if you do consider the situation, it's not looking too good for Pandora's box Ventus right now, but there is a high possibility that they might be able to come back from this, and it's gonna be Shaman who's gonna go in, and there's a high possibility that Shaman might get taken out, and it's gonna be this Burger who's gonna get bursted out by Dynamite, and it's gonna be Newman and Blast getting used by the side of SLFO Pilots, and it's gonna be, oh my god, that was gonna be Terizla that's gonna get taken down. And with that being said, Pandora's box Ventus is down by one more person right now, and things are not looking too good for them, because Shaman is trying to do his thing, but he doesn't have the way of the dragon right now. And with that being said, it's gonna be Hayabusa with his ultimate, and Poopinator is in a very bad situation. He'll get taken down, and Hayabusa is trying his best to survive, and he might be able to survive as well. But Shaman with that way of the dragon, and Hayabusa is still surviving. I am not sure how he's doing that, but he did end up surviving, and this might be game over for them. But in a rash position, not having any minions did not work out in their favor, and Hayabusa is still alive. Again, a very interesting question. How and how much longer? And yeah, he was not able. He was not. His kill was not given even till the end of the team fight. And I think SLFO pilots, they're rushing a bit too much, and that might not work out in their favor. Hayabusa with the Oogie Shadow kill is able to deal some damage, and he survived once again. My God,
What?
Prerna.
Wow, how? I mean, how? He was in a very low HP, and there were two players from the side of Pandora's box. I don't know how he was able to survive from the situation, but that was something. That was something pretty amazing, and he did his part very, very well. Where Sicilian was the one to steal that purple buff from Pandora's box side, and they are actually going very aggressive at this point, and we can see that they are securing their creeps as well. So yeah, they would be farming for a bit, I guess, and then they would be committing on the Lord, because we can already see that Cho is there setting up a position for gank, I believe, but he was being scouted out, and he would be driven away by the players of SLF Pilot. But look at that Lord, that has a lot of HP, that has a lot of that can deal with a lot of damage. So yeah, this would be tough for SLF pilots to secure the Lord at this point, because the players from the side of box are there, so they have to take one of them down, and they were able to take down Aurora over there, which is an important one for them, because I would say throughout the whole match, if they just focus on Aurora, that a player was able to distract the players of SLF Pilot, and that was amazing in all the team fights. So yeah, that was an important kill for them, and they are now going to the side of Pandora's box, because they are too busy handling the minion pressure at this point, and they are being cornered in their base, and the Lord would be coming from the mid lane, I believe. And also, if we look at the top lane situation, the inhibitor has taken a lot of damage as well, so it might get taken out in any time when the Lord would be there. I guess they don't even need to secure that one, and they would be directly going in for the base, because look at the damage that Sicilian is dealing. Look at the damage that Hayabusa is dealing at this point as well. So yeah, there is a possibility with that Lord, they would be able to lock onto that base, but there is still a possibility for Pandora's box to defend this Lord as well, because from their side as well, we have seen a phenomenal gameplay throughout the whole match and throughout the whole tournament as well. So since this is going to be the deciding match, I don't think they would be giving up so easily, so they would try their best to defend this Lord, and let's see if they are able to do that thing.
Yep, and this Lord is going to be very tough to defend, honestly, from the side of Pandora's box fences. But at the same time, it's going to be Hayabusa is going to go in. Dynamite still surviving barely, and it's going to be this is going to be very tough, honestly. Look at that. Cecilia is dealing a lot of damage from the back lane, and it's going to be Hayabusa going in, trying to deal a bit more damage, but Aizen is securing Shaman's kill, and Teresa is in a very bad situation right now. Hayabusa had to go back, and the game will end in the favor of SLFO Pilots. With that being said, they have secured 2 victories, and yeah, they are going to be the winner for best of 3 series, so congratulations to them.
Yeah, congratulations to them for such a phenomenal gameplay from them, and we would be back with the second match of tonight, and the third match of tonight, and before that we will be taking a very short break.
The girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now.
Welcome back, guys, to the MCCS Season 2. We are in the quarterfinals and we are on the third matchup tonight where it's going to be Mortality facing Atlantic Monkeys. And we are already in the drafting phase where we can see from the side of Mortality, they have banned out Soshin, Zas, Xborg, Lazley, and Florin. And from the side of Atlantic Monkeys, it's going to be Ruby, Julian, Roger, Tigreal, and Vendetta. So if we look at the current situation, Mortality was actually focusing on some personal things, I guess, because the Florin gameplay, that's something we can see usually. But when we actually saw that Florin gameplay, that was devastating for the opponents, and they did not want to face that situation. And from the side of Atlantic Monkeys, we have seen that they have banned on Tigreal and Ruby. So Ruby was quite predictable, and along with Julian, and Tigreal was predictable as well. But the Benedetta, I guess that was something personal. And if you look at the lineup of Mortality, they have picked on Hylos, Kagura, Carrie, Teresa, and Atlas. And if you look at Atlantic Monkeys, they have that Link, Cecilia, Ceci, Edith, and they are actually hovering over Bruno at this point. So both the teams look very, very sustainable. And also, if we look at the lineup of Atlantic Monkeys, that actually looks very damage dealing, and the damage that might come out from their side is gonna be immense, and that's gonna be devastating, if you ask me. But from the side of Mutality, there is sustainability, there is damage dealers, and so that's gonna be a balanced lineup if you ask me. And in the casting deck here, I am with you, Prerona, and with me is Zine. And Zine would be joining us in a very short moment. And as I was saying about the lineups, if I look at the lineup of Atlantic Monkeys, they had damage dealers and they have a lot of damage dealers, so which is gonna be a problem for the side of Mutality to face off, because in the late game they would be facing that Bruno as well as the Sicilian. So in the late game, the Marksman always have that upper hand, and along with the Sicilian, we are actually gonna experience something very, very brutal from the side of Atlantic Monkeys, I believe. And if you look at the defense lineup of Mutality, there is Terizla, there is Atlas. So it is gonna be very tanky. It is gonna be a lot of CC from coming out from their side. So yeah, I believe they have this balanced lineup, and that might give them an upper hand from the very beginning to the end. And if you look at the current situation, Atlantic Monkeys are rotating towards the Sicilian, where we can see that Sicilian is trying to get a hold on that Kagura, but Sicilian took a bit of damage instead, and we can already see that from the side of Mutality, they are trying to chase off that Edit, I believe. And yeah, while chasing Edit, Hylos had to take a lot of damage, and Edit is the only one who would be taking in the damages from the side of Atlantic Monkeys. So yeah, I would say Atlantic Monkeys have to play from a distance, if you ask me, since there is an Atlas in the team as well. So and also they have a Link. So yeah, they have to maintain a bit of distance from that carry and also from that Atlas. And if you look at the top lane at this moment, we can say that Bruno is farming and the rotation is going towards that top lane from both the sides, and Atlantic Monkeys might just initiate on a player, because we can already see Link is trying to initiate on someone, and Atlas is trying to initiate that, and first blood was secured by Bruno over there, and he got the kill of Atlas over there. Look at the damage that Sicilian is providing, and Hylos was almost 1 HP, and he had to retrieve from the situation. But if you look at the gameplay of Kagura, she was able to save that Hylos from this situation. So this mage was actually holding up the tank, but the damage coming out from Sicilian is not being able to not easy to take down for that Kagura, if you ask me. And in the bottom lane, we can see that there is a rotation coming out from that Hylos, and Terizla is there as well. So CC might have to retrieve from the situation, even though the turret still has spawned already. I guess they would want to finish off this fight first, and they would be going for the turtle later. And with that being said, Zing is here with us. So Zing, welcome back.
Yep, already a fight is breaking out, and Scythe is going to be securing one of the kills, and Cornelius is going to be retreating from that situation right now. Lynx is doing pretty well, but if you do look at the overall situation, Atlantic Monkeys are doing very well in this early game, because it's just been 3 minutes and they already have 1,000 goal lead. They're working in their favor, but Mutality, they are going to be Mutality, they are not someone who we can think of lightly, honestly. And this time it's going to be Cornelius securing the turtle once again. Atlantic Monkeys is trying to make that goal, turn that goal lead into a 2,000 goal lead. So that would be a bit problematic for Mutality, because it has just been 3 minutes into the game. So overall in the top lane, it is Fallen who's doing his thing, but against him is Albot. So we have seen Albot play previously, and he's just a phenomenal player, if you ask me. On the other hand, Cornelius is doing his thing, and it's time for him to get back into the fight. So if we do consider the entire thing, Voodoo Pumpkin, I think it might not have been the best possible decision to pick that Hylos against the Link, because the mobility is just so different for both heroes. Hylos has very low mobility, where Link has one of the highest mobilities in the entire game. But at the same time, Hylos would not have to think about his buff all that much. But yeah, And overall, Ling just can do a lot more than that Hylos. So if you consider the situation right now, it's not looking too good for Meltanity right now, and it's going to be an ultimate green caster from the side of it's Softy, but it's not going to be that effective. Rashi is trying to deal as much damage as possible, and it's going to be Cornelius going in. And it's going to be it's Softy getting taken out, and it's going to be Bodo Pumpkin getting taken out as well. Iblis is in a very bad situation, and Iblis might get taken out. Cornelius is trying to deal a lot of damage, and Cornelius did end up taking some damage as well. But I think the entire turret will lose all of the gold that it has in the moment. And I think Fallen should go back to his lane because you would not want to give carry such an easy access to gold. So that would be very bad for them. So right now, if you do look at the situation, Atlantic Monkeys is in a very considerable position. They are leading by approximately 3,000 gold. So that is doing pretty well for them. And at the same time, it is going to be a bit problematic for the mortality side in the late game as well because Atlantic Monkeys they have that Sicilian in the late game can easily carry the game single-handedly, so it's going to be a bit tough for them in the late game as well. So they should focus a bit on the early game from now on. And Cornelius is going to be securing the third turtle of the game. Sorry, second turtle of the game if I'm not wrong. And it's going to be the goal lead is just increasing from the side of Atlantic Monkeys. And look at that, Sicilian is already dealing a ton of damage to everyone around him. And Sicilian is level 8. Oh my god, this is just level 6. So it's going to be problematic for the entire side of mortality if the game continues in this direction. But at the same time, Cornelius is doing his best. He's trying to farm up. He's level 7, where Botu Pumpkin is level 7, level 8 currently. So if we do look at the situation, Fallen is trying to deny carry of some of the minions, so it's not looking too good for them right now. And it's Safti is going to be going in there, but Fallen will be using the Purify to get out of the situation. Your mama is there, and he is going to be going out of the situation as well. So Albot is dealing a good amount of damage, but he is behind when it comes to the levels. So it's going to be a bit problematic for them, and Bodo Pumpkin is on the verge of getting taken out, and this might be the end for Bodo Pumpkin as well as its Softy. So that was a very good play coming out from the side of Atlantic Monkeys, and look at that, Iblis is going to get taken out as well. So the mid lane tier 3 from the side of Vitality is not in a very good position right now, and the bottom lane might get taken out as well, but nope, they are going to be focusing on the mid lane first. So look at that, Fallen is dealing a ton of damage, like it's unbelievable. And the mid lane tier 3 is going to fall from the side of Vitality. Rashi is going to be there, and he is trying to do his best to deal as much damage as possible. But yeah, look at that, nobody has magic defense or something, because everyone is taking a ton of damage from that early game Sicilian. So they need to work on that if they want to sustain in this match fair enough.
I agree with you, Zane. And if we look at the current situation, there is one turret secured from the side of Atlantic Monkeys already, and Mutuality weren't even going close near any turret, I believe. And already we can see that Sicilian used his ultimate already. If he was trying to get that blue buff of Mutuality, but he was unsuccessful in doing that. And with that being said, if we look at the bottom lane, Terizla and Cici are having their time, where Cici is probably giving a hard time to Terizla, I believe, because Terizla, even though he is very sustainable hero, but he does not have that amount of mobility like that Cici. So yeah, Cici might have an upper hand in the situation, and already we can see that the turtle is being melted down by the side of Atlantic Monkey. So they would be rotating towards the top lane, I believe, because there is Carrie who is facing off Bruno at this point, and they would want to help their marksman first, I believe. And if I look at the current situation, Sicilian alone is enough to handle down the situation in mid lane for now, because there is nothing crazy going on over there. And if you look at the current situation, it is also looking a bit problematic for Hylos facing that Sicilian, if you ask me, because Hylos is in level 9 and Sicilian is already in level 10. But look at that Bruno, he took out a lot of damage and he had to retrieve from the situation. There is no minion pressure. So yeah, Atlantic Monkeys might need to retrieve from that place, because the MM is not there, even though they are able to get, they might be able to get the turret, but I guess for time being they should play in the back lane. But for now, and if you look at the bottom lane, CC was facing off 3 players at a time, and in the previous match as well we had seen that CC was doing this 1v4 situation and he was able to retrieve from the situation. And in this match as well we can see that situation. And if you look at the current situation of the map, the blue buff was stolen by Ling, right? if I'm not
No,
wrong.
no, 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 no. Bodu Pumpkin has the blue buff. He was able to secure it, so he did not end up losing his buff. But at the same time, he did have to fight. He did have to fight it out for his buff. So Musa Saif is doing pretty well, and it's gonna be Fallen that's gonna get taken out. Fallen is the one who's gonna fall right now, and at the same time, it's gonna be. Oh my God! Look at that team fight and the damage coming out from the Sicilian. Nobody is able to stand up to him. That's how much damage the Sicilian is dealing right now. So if Altarity, if they want to come back into this match, they will have to focus that Sicilian and that Link, because look at that gold difference. It's already in favor of Atlantic. It's already 7,000 difference in favor of Atlantic Monkeys right now. So in the near the Lord side, I think it's going to be Atlantic Monkeys who are going to be securing the Lord fairly easily because of the amount of damage that they have at their disposal right now. So it's going to be a bit tough for Mentality to survive from this. But at the same time, they have showed us that they are capable of epic comeback. So there might be a possibility for that as well. But yeah, Musa Saif is here. He's doing his thing, and Lynx is trying to do some damage to him as well. But that's not going to be a possibility. And look at that amazing steal out from the side of the Ling, and Ling might get taken out at this point. But oh my God, that was such a calculated play from that Ling, and your mama is trying to. Yeah, I shouldn't be saying that, but yeah, the edit is trying to stay as safe as possible. The edit with very low HP is still surviving the game, and I believe that Sicilian single-handedly is holding down the entire lane and is being a menace to the entire mortality side. So look at that, Musa Saif is very deep inside the enemy lines as well,
Oh
and
my
he
goodness.
securing Bodu Pumpkin's kill. And yeah, the Lord has already locked into the turret, and it's gonna be Softy. He's gonna get taken out. Albot is using a ton of damage, but that will not be that effective, honestly. And look at that, Sicilian. He is out of mana, but he's still trying to deal as much damage as possible. So two inhibitors will be lost from the side of Vitality, but at the same time, they are going to be losing all of their tier 2s as well. So it's not looking too good for Mortality at the moment, and they are behind by almost 12,000 gold per lock. With that being said, being behind by 12,000 gold, that's a very large amount if you ask me, because normally the fights get one-sided if you have a 3,000 gold difference, but when the gold difference is 12,000 and the level differences are like what 4 or 5 difference per level per role, so it's a very big disadvantage for Mortality at the moment. But at the same time, they do have a lot of sustain, so maybe they can rely on that to win the match. But at the same time, from the side of Atlantic Monkeys, they have a ton of damage, especially from that Sicilian, that Ling, as well as the Bruno that they have. So we cannot ignore Musa Saif as well, because his CC gameplay is just phenomenal if you ask me. He's not making any mistake. He's playing as safe as possible. And it's going to be Cornelius that's going to go in, but that might not go in his favor. And Cornelius is dealing some damage, and Cornelius will have to go back because of the amount of damage that he has taken right now. And it's going to be Edith that's going to be dealing a ton of damage. But Musa Saif, on the other hand, is going to get taken out. Fallen is in a very sticky situation, but he'll have enough time to get back from the situation, and Rashi will be securing the third inhibitor for the side of Atlantic Monkeys. And Mortality currently have no turrets left other than their Nexus, so it's not looking too good for them, Perno.
Exactly, I agree with you. And did you notice that whenever you actually praise someone more, and that player is being taken out, and it's happening in every match. So yeah, please don't do that. And I was joking. Don't be serious. And already we can see the Lord has spawned, and players from the side of Atlantic Monkeys would be securing that Lord, I believe, because there wouldn't be any type of competition coming out from the Mutuality, because they have to face a lot of major pressure, and also they are lagging behind. And before even they are able to come near that Lord, the Lord would be secured by Ling, and they are going in for the kills at this point. Hylos used his ultimate, but that would be of no use, I believe, because no one actually fell for the ultimate thing. And we are seeing that currently from the side of Atlantic Monkeys, they are going in for the lane clear stuff, and with that minion pressure, I believe they would be able to corner out the players, and the Lord would be a cherry on the top of the cake, because when they would be engaging in fights, the Lord would be easily able to lock onto the base, or I don't know yet if they even need the Lord at this point, because look at the damage and look at the levels already, and the Lord would be coming marching throughout that mid lane, and from the side of Atlantic Monkeys, they are trying to get a hold of the players of Neutrality, where Sis is being taken down and Iblis has been taken down as well. But Atlas was taken down, and look at the damage coming out from the Sicilians. And a lot is going on, and the whole team was wiped out by Atlantic Monkeys. And just when the Lord came, they were able to secure that base. And congratulations to them for winning the first round of this match. And we will be back with the second round in a very short moment. And before that, we will be taking a very short break.
I think the girls with their nails done now. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now.
Back, guys, to this third round of tonight, and we are seeing the match between the Atlantic Monkeys and Mortality. In the first round, we had seen how Atlantic Monkey were able to win the round, and we have already been passed through that drafting phase where we had seen two phenomenal heroes getting banned from both the sides. And in the casting deck here, I am with you, Perona, and with me is Dean.
Hello everyone, and this is gonna be another phenomenal match. But you know, the first match it did go in favor of Atlantic Monkeys, and they have a very similar pick like they had in the first match. They have the same jungler, they have the same tank as well. So this might be a bit problematic for Vitality because it seems like there is a pattern to this whole thing. And if we're talking about this whole situation, it's not looking too good for Mortality at the moment. But it's just the beginning, honestly, because look at that. Things is getting bursted out. And with that being said, Prerna, look at that. It's going to be first blood coming in favor of Atlantic Monkeys, and Edith is going to get slain as well.
Oh my god, that's an amazing gameplay coming out from Atlantic Monkeys already. And there, since there is a Ling in the team, I think there might be a possibility for winning this round, because in the last game we also we had already spectated that how actually Ling was playing and how he was being helpful in all the team fights. But there is Roger as well in the team, and if I look at the lineup at this point, there is Roger, there is Edith, there is Xborg, Valor, and Link. So yeah, things are looking kind of devastating if we look at that lineup. And if we look at the lineup of Mutality, there is Hylo, there is Aurora, Vendetta, Alpha, and Claude as well. So yeah, they have a very balanced lineup, I would say. There would be a lot of crowd control coming out from their side. Then there would be mobility heroes. Then there would be Alpha Charge, and as well as that Aurora's ultimate. So yeah, I believe that they can come back to this game if they actually can connect to all the skills, and if they get that opening. But look at the damage coming out from that Valor already, and Xborg also, and Xborg would be bursting out Hylos over there. And in the turtle side, we can already see from the side of Mutality, they are trying to get a hold of the turtle, but Ling was the one to get the turtle, and Vendetta was able to get a kill. Ling is trying his best to get a kill of Alpha over there, and Alpha would be taken down. But with that turtle, from the side of Atlantic Monkeys, they had to lose two players, and from the side of Mutality, they had to lose few as well. But the things went in favor of Atlantic Monkeys, I would say, because they got the turtle and they got the kills as well, and they are able to secure that little wanderer as well. And if you look at the other lanes as well, things are not going crazy in other lanes. It's just the turtle side or is the mid lane, and we are not seeing anything crazy going on in the bottom lane or in the top lane. In the top lane, we can see that Xborg and Vendetta are trying their best to face off each other. But if we look at the current situation, things are not looking very crazy. But if we look at the goal difference, Atlantic Monkeys have an upper hand. They are leading in almost a 1.2k gold, and Alpha Charge was being used, but Roger would be able to sustain from the situation, and he would be retreating. And Vendetta, on the other hand, was taken down by Xborg in the top lane, and I guess Xborg would get an opening of farming over there, but I don't know why he is retreating. He could have secured some of gold from that turret, but I guess he has some other plans in his sleeves. And the rotation is going in the mid lane, so I guess there might be a fight breaking out, because from the side of Atlantic Monkeys, we can see that they are trying to be very aggressive. And then look at that Valor. Valor is actually using his skills very properly, and already we can see that he was able to connect all the skills, and every of his skills were being connected, and that is an absolute amazing gameplay coming out from Valor, if you ask me. But if we look at the mages, both the mages are playing their very best, and from the side of Mortality, we can see Aurora is in a KD of 200, and Valor is in a 003, which is not that bad if you ask me, because this is only the starting of the match. And the turtle has spawned, so I guess there might be a fight breaking out in the top lane, because we can already see that Xborg is trying to melt down Alpha over there, and Alpha would be taken down by Ling in the process, and already Benedetta is being cornered, and Benedetta would be getting out as well. Xborg was the one to take her down, and Hylos is being cornered at this point as well. But I guess Hylos would be able to retrieve from the situation along with Aurora, but the turtle would be secured by Ling without any competition, if you ask me, because there is no one to compete for the turtle, and they would be going in for the mid lane, I believe, Zane.
Yeah, we can see that the Valor is just harassing the Hylos at this point. And one thing we know about Valor is that he's one of the hardest counters against the Hylos. And yeah, Voodoo Pumpkin is going to be taking his buff in competition, but at the same time, Hylos has been forced to retreat back into base by that Valor, so kudos to him. He's playing phenomenally well. And if we look at Iblis, he's dealing a ton of damage to Rashi at this moment, and Rashi might get taken out, but he will be able to survive. There's a fight in the bottom lane. Ling is in a very bad position. Ling is gonna get taken down by Voodoo Pumpkin, and that's gonna put the Mortality in a bit of an advantage right now. But I don't think that Panic Monkeys are gonna be engaging in any sorts of fight at the moment. But yep, it's gonna be Your Mama who's gonna get taken out, and it's Softy will be securing the kill. So Rashi at the same time is gonna deal some damage to Voodoo Pumpkin, but it is, oh my god, that Benedetta is getting melted by that Xborg. So overall, in the XP lane, I think Mortality is having a bit of problems, but Voodoo Pumpkin is there, and he might be able to use that Alpha Charge, but nope, he did not do that. So currently, it's looking fairly balanced for both the teams, but Atlantic Monkeys are still leading by about 2,000 goals, so they are in a bit of an advantage. And look at that, it's going to be Insafti who's going to deal some damage to Rashi, and at the same time, Edit is just there. He's trying to help the. What the heck just happened? Link got taken out by the turret. Oh my god, and I think that was a bit of a technical issue, so we'll be right back after the problem is fixed.
I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.
Hello, everyone, and we're back again. And I think the technical issue has been fixed. Fixed. Cornelius did end up giving away his kill, but it was not taken by anyone. It was taken by the tower, so that's going to be a free kill on their part. But at the same time, look at that mid lane. Everyone is trying to get a piece of that mid lane, and it's Softly is just going deep, and Rashi is getting targeted, but he'll be able to survive using his ultimate. And it's going to be Edit who's going to be harassing the opponents to some extent. I think it's going to be a very easy turtle for Mortality at this point, but it's going to be the minions who are going to be taking away that top lane tier 3 from the Mortality side. And in the bottom lane, we can see a fight breaking out, and Albot was able to survive using the Aegis. So he was in a bit of a pinch, but in the turtle side, we can see that the turtle has already gotten targeted by the side of Atlantic Monkeys. Bodu Pumpkin is trying to get a steal down, but I don't think that's a possibility because Valerie was able to shove him out of the situation. And oh my god, look at the damage coming out from the side of Edit. That Bodu Pumpkin's kill will get secured, and Ling is also there. So if a fight breaks out, Ling might have a good chance to secure some more kills, but that's not going to happen. Atlantic Monkeys currently are leading with 3,000 gold, and Mortality currently are lagging behind by a bit. And honestly, if we do consider the whole situation, it is going in favor of Atlantic Monkeys to some extent. And look at that, Softy is in a bit of a trouble, but he will be able to go back. And in the top lane, it is another skirmish in the XP lane between that Benedetta as well as that Xborg. So currently it is not heavily shifting in anyone's favor, but it's gonna be Fallen who is gonna try to attempt at taking the turret. But yeah, Albot will be able to defend it. And look at that, Fallen does not care, and he will be securing Albot's kill. And Edith is gonna go in deep inside the enemy lines, and he is just going to harass the opponent as much as he can. And Ling is trying to get the blue buff from the side of Mortality. And Ling, if he is able to pull that off, it will be a bit advantageous for him. And look at that, Ling was able to secure that blue buff. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit tough for Mortality for the time being. But if we do consider the situation, the goal lead has already shifted to a 5,000 goal lead in favor of Atlantic Monkeys, and the snowball is going very well for them.
I agree with you, Zin. And if you look at the Midlands situation, I think once you can see that Valley is dealing a lot of damage to the players of Mortality, and Xborg is there, and I guess he would be able to melt down Hylos over there. And yeah, he was able to secure a double kill, and Valley was being taken down by Vendetta from the back lane. And I guess she would be facing a problem at this point because she has dealt a lot of damage, but no one was there to chase her down. And instead, we can see that there might be a possibility of Aurora getting down, but Aurora was able to retrieve from the situation as well because of the turret they had, and the turret would be taken down from the side of Atlantic Monkeys, I believe. And the Lord is there, so they would be focusing on the Lord at this point. We can see, and the Lord would be taken without any type of rotation by Edith over there, and the whole situation is looking very, very in the side of Atlantic Monkeys at this point, because look at that goal difference. It is almost 7k goal lead over there. So at this point, when you have a 7k goal lead, that is something that actually scare you, because it is just 10 minutes, and 7k goal lead can do a lot of things to you. So if you look at the whole situation at this point, we can see that Ling is trying to get that blue buff from the side of Mortality, and I don't know if he was able to get that. But look at that Xborg going very menaced on the players of the Mortality, and we can see that 2 players were down from the side of Mortality, and double kill secured by Cornelius over there. Cornelius has been taken down by Claude over there with the use of his blazing druid, but he would be able to retrieve from the situation, I believe. But he was taken down in the process earlier, and Benedetto was the one who was actually retreating from the situation. And we can see that they are going very aggressive with the Lord coming from that bottom lane. They would be able to secure a mid lane inhibitor, I guess, and I guess they would be able to secure that inhibitor of the bottom lane as well, because the Lord is still there. And from the side of Mortality, they tried their best to defend the Lord, and they were able to do so. Because of the immortality of Xborg, he was able to retreat from the situation. And currently, if we talk about Mortality, they are in a very corner situation, but I don't know what Atlantic Monkeys were doing. They wanted to help the Lord, but that was completely unnecessary. They could have taken down that inhibitor of the mid lane, because they had a lot of time to do that, and they had so many opportunities to do that, but that was completely unfortunate. But Atlantic Monkeys are still going very aggressive, I would say, because look at their positions at this point. They are cornering out Mortality's players, and there might be a possibility of creep still, but Alpha was able to get that with the help of his retribution, with the help of his second skill. And already we can see that Ling, Valir, and Edith are setting up something in the blue buff, and Ling was the one to secure that blue buff from the side of Mortality. So yeah, there will be no blue buff for Alpha, but that should not make that of a difference for him, because he is not able to get out of the base. So yeah, at this point he just needs to defend the turret and himself. So yeah, he should be playing safe, and that's why I guess from the side of Mortality, they are I don't know, actually I'm fumbling over this match, because the aggression coming out from this Atlantic Monkeys is just something you expect, but that's amazing. That's completely amazing, and that is leaving me speechless.
Yep, I can agree with you. And look at that, Atlantic Monkeys, they are holding the match down once again, and I think this might be a Lord without any competition for them. And this is going to be a Celestial Lord, so they will have somewhat of an advantage with this Lord. But if we do look at the side of Mortality, they have not been able to secure a single turret yet. So that is going to be a bit problematic for them. But at the same time, in the top lane, the minions are going to go into the inhibitor, and I think this is a chance for Atlantic Monkeys to secure that inhibitor. But at the same time, there's going to be a bit of a resistance from the side of Nationality. But look at that, Cornelius going in, and it's going to be a kill fest again from the side of Atlantic Monkeys. They're going to be securing 2 kills right off the bat, and another kill from Fallen, and they are trying to end the game with this one. So from the side of Atlantic Monkeys, they have lost 2 and they have gotten 3 kills. A good exchange, if you ask me. And the Lord is still at full HP, so this might just be game over from Vitality. And look at that, it's going to be Cornelius who is going to be locking the turret, and this is going to go in favor of Atlantic Monkeys as well. With that being said, Atlantic Monkeys have secured their second win for the best of 3 series and winning the series in general, Prerna.
So congratulations to Atlantic Monkey. So after this, I don't think we would be here to spectate any other match, Zin.
Yep, there's a high possibility for that. But yeah, with that being said, take care everyone, and we will be seeing you after that. Like, we will be seeing you for the finals again. But till then, take care and see you at the finals.